on the final approach.
Well, I have one more corner.
Yeah.
And then just the short wall.
Yeah.
And then the trim will be done.
Woo! It's looking great. And we've second coated the wainscoting.
Yeah.
So that's done. And I'm loving the satin finish, just bringing just a bit of sheen. Oh, you can see it here. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then we are on to the wallpaper.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. We haven't hung wallpaper before, so that should go smoothly.
Yeah. Well, we did pick good wallpaper for that, because at least we don't have to pattern match right away.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can sort of cut our teeth on a more neutral wallpaper, but it'll still be fun.
Yep. We'll figure it out. Oh, maybe we need to do a little bit of scrubby. There's some little bits of the old wallpaper left.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, we can do that. Satisfying. Very nice. All right, since my taping was okay but not perfect, I think I might need some artists to come in with a very fine paintbrush and fill in the little tiny bits with your very fine hand that you've practiced for hours. Just to be able to paint baseboards?
Yeah,
that was your whole goal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So since our wood system is getting repaired right now, and our chimneys are getting cleaned, it's time to load in more wood. So I'm back out behind the barn, and I'm going to collect a bunch of wood and put it in the tower. So when we process wood, and we get a lot of it obviously out of our forest, I bring it here, chop it down, make a nice big pile like you see behind me here, and that's where it's drying. And then we bring loads into the bottom of the tower where we can grab from to light the fires. It seems to work pretty well. We can put quite a bit of wood into the tower, so it should serve us for a good few weeks anyway. And also, of course, if the heating system works, then I'll have to dump a bunch of wood down into the basement as well, so that we can keep that one nice and warm. Fingers crossed, hopefully it works. Well, it looks like the wood burning system is working, so time to get a pile of wood down to our basement. So we have, this would have been what would have been the coal chute initially for stoking the boiler. But now we can put wood down there. Let me just get this up. There we go. And you can see down there would be the chute. And we can just pop our wood down there, and it's right beside the boiler. Ideal. I came down to the basement to check on the heating system, and we checked upstairs in the radiators, and it's actually starting to warm. We may finally have an alternative heating system, and we can use the wood from our forests and just keep this thing stoked, and hopefully it will warm the entire house. Fingers crossed. This is super exciting because we've been hoping to get this done for over a year, and now it may actually have come true. So we're deep in the basement of the chateau with the calves over there and the heating system. So the white unit there is the oil-based system. Works extremely well, but of course we need oil to run it. Whereas this big guy beside it, the orange one, is actually a wood-based system. So it does essentially the same thing. You can see all the pipes in the back there. The water just runs through, and it's a matter of heating the water up. But the advantage of this one is it's just a fire. So if I open this one up, you can see in there, fire's going away. I'm going to get some more wood in there. And I've dumped a whole bunch of wood down, as you saw. And this will actually now heat the water that runs through our whole radiator system. So we should, theoretically, be able to heat the entire chateau off of this system with the wood from our forest, which would be absolutely amazing. Now, we can also, in the heat of winter, we can also get some oil in, and the oil system can kick on once the heat reduces in the wood system, which would be great because it would just be essentially a backup to the wood system, but it means that the water can stay hot in the system so that we don't have to worry about reheating the water after it cools off. Super exciting. We've gotten to the wallpaper area because we're trying to figure out what we want to do for the wall above the wainscoting, or the wood trim. And we want to keep it relatively simple because we want to do the panels, the painted panels over top. But we're trying to decide texturally where we want to be, what kind of white, like bright white. Do we want it warmer? Do we want a little bit of sparkle in it? Because some of these have a little bit of just like a tinge of sparkle, which is kind of nice. But could we live with that every day? Some of them are more Swedish textures, others have got more of like a linen feel. So we're trying to decide which way to go on these and if we like any of them.
And it's really hard for us because we would never choose something that's called beige on our own. So it's like we have to get past that.
It is against type for us for sure. I mean, we do enjoy color.
Yeah.
But we have to remember that most of this is going to be covered in painted panel, and we want to be able to utilize it for exhibition space.
It's got to be a neutral expo, which is why I'm actually weirdly, uncharacteristically drawn to just a hint of glitter in it.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
What do you think, Laura? Hint of glitter?
I like glitter.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's
if it's right.
I think the whites are too white. I think they're too stark for me.
Yeah.
We have a decision.
So we've decided to go with a linen texture.
Yeah.
That's in a warmer beige tone, but it does have a little bit of sparkle in it as well, which would be kind of nice for a dining room, I think.
We're hoping it'll pick up like candlelight and whatnot and be a little bit more dining room-ish.
Yeah.
Steve is up on a ladder. Steve's making lines on the wall. He's decided to just draw an entire mural with pencil. Sort of Mondrian style. What do you think? No?
No.
Not even close. Okay. We'll do wallpaper instead then, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, all right. So this would be a plumb line then.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Nice and straight, get the first line up. And now we're good.
Okay. Just how flat is that wall?
It's just not.
Okay.
It's got a pretty good bow in it.
All right. This is why we have patterned wallpaper to hide all manner of sins. I can see daylight behind that. All right, go, yeah, I can see daylight behind the spirit level. That's cool. That's fine.
All right, there you go.
Woohoo!
One line. Is the line straight?
Better be after all the time we spent looking for that level.
Yes, sure. Hiding in plain sight, that's what that level was.
Right where you'd stored it. Yeah. I was just wondering if Laura could do one of those magic TikTok things, you know, where they just like snap their fingers and everything's done, you know, just like, and we're done. Yeah.
We can snap all day. That's not gonna happen.
We have watched videos.
We
have made decisions because there's various, you know, some people say stick it up first, some people say cut it first. We don't have to do any pattern matching with this one. So Steve feels most comfortable putting it up and cutting it when we reach the bottom, which is what we saw in a couple of videos.
So I'm gonna go this side of the line.
Yes, but they do say go a little bit over the line as well.
With the paste, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It's coming down.
Sorry?
It's raining blue.
Oh no.
Did it? All right.
Should we, I wonder if we should be covering our paint.
Get all the way up to the top. Okay. Thick to put this stuff on is the problem. All right. So, yeah, can I switch you with that? I can give you that. Thank you. Okay, people. Actually, if I can, instead of me trying to manage this whole roll, can I roll it down to you? Good. Except, yeah, I have to need you to get up from there. Sorry.
There you go, yeah.
Maybe I should.
That's great, love. Right on your plumb line there.
Well, there we go. Everybody's first piece of
Wallpaper.
wallpaper. Seems to be sticking.
Yeah.
Flattening nicely.
Yeah.
This is Big Babe Sarah being high up on the ladder.
I am very brave.
Yeah. And Laura helping out down the bottom, getting it nicely aligned.
Good job.
It's looking great.
There is giddiness afoot, as everyone in the house has now officially wallpapered. We are getting there. Steve did the first one. I conquered many fears and got all the way up there. And then Laura did a piece too. So now we all have skills.
Just checking, you said you were insured, right? Wow.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Practically done. How many times have I said that, Laura? At least 12 times a day? It's like a well-oiled machine in here. We're cutting, we're pasting, we're gluing. We should be done any second now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were professionals.
Yeah, exactly. Almost done, right? In a bit of irony, we have decided to take the door off to wallpaper after having left it in place to paint it, which, you know, feels like a good decision, but at least now we can get to the corner for the wallpaper.
It makes it a little easier to get into the corner.
Yeah.
And this, I think, might be the only corner we're able to do that, so
Yeah.
might as well utilize
All right.
our advantage.
The advantage being you in this case. Woohoo! Because I don't know about you, Laura, I am not just casually lifting that bad boy off his hinges. I find it's important to have a silver serving tray when you're doing construction, right?
Yeah, useful in all situations.
Where
else would you put your screws and little tiny things?
Alright. So, that one, thank you. There's one. This one. Another.
Do you want to tape those together at all, or?
Yeah.
Okay, famous last words.
Okay, so these
I can play this video back when Steve's screaming for the screws.
little tiny nails. They're all pretty much the same, but
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Famous last words.
there's 4. And this one has 3. So, you know, that's fine. 3's plenty.
Oh, that one now has none.
Let's deal with vacuum. Let's get the vacuum and deal with some of these cobwebs, shall we?
Yeah. So that's the top of the fireplace, which just pops off. And if you ever want to know what the inside of our fireplace looks like, it's only a little bit terrifying.
Yeah, it's fine.
Safety first, just run the random electrical cables through there. Yep.
So this paper,
We want to leave some of that paper there for historical reference, so that the next person who does the paper will know what was here. Momentous progress. We have a big gray wall. Ooh.
all right, that's one. It's okay. Voila.
Oh, look at that. It gets the nice new wall.
Hides all the imperfections.
That's right.
Wallpaper.
Whew, good night's work.
Yeah.
Just a little teeny tiny little bit more to go.
We're halfway there.
We keep telling ourselves that every time we've done something, it's the worst one, and now we've cracked the back of it, and then we do the next thing, and it's worse. Steve has done a miraculous job on this corner, which had about a 9 centimeter overlap, but the wall is so curved at the top that it's actually taken the wallpaper out of plumb, if you can see. It just kind of gets wider and wider as it goes down. So every once in a while, we kind of replumb the line.
Now I need to. Where's the? Oh, right there. Thank you so much. Sorry.
That's all right.
Interrupting here. I'm interrupting.
Yeah, so every once in a while, we kind of have to replumb and overlap by a millimeter or so, just so that things don't get too out of whack. But that's the reality of Chateau walls. Yeah, so just to show you guys, Steve's replumbing now, replumbing our line.
But I can actually stick a finger
Wow.
in behind the level.
Yeah, so that's gonna be, I don't know whether we have to, I don't know if I want to overlap that much, or we're gonna have to try to cut it.
Probably better, yeah. If we have the line, we can just cut it out.
True.
The
Yeah.
line
Yeah. Because that's.
is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah. Holy cow. Oh, look at that.
But we don't want to cut all the way down, do
No,
we?
no. We just want to be able to align the piece on top, that's all. And in the ultimate confidence move, Steve is freehand cutting that line. It's like he does this for a living or something. Not the wallpapering,
I was
but
gonna say. But I'm pretty good with a knife.
yeah. I don't know that you want to say that on video, honey.
I've got.
Don't be scared, Laura. Don't be scared.
Hands like a surgeon. Is that better?
There, that's better. Yeah, yeah.
So I also want to say a shout out to my good friends at Rapid Tools back in Canada. Hey Simon and the family. Their blades are working brilliantly for getting all this cutting done.
Yeah. This is not a paid promotion.
It's not a paid promotion, but
We
they're
just really like their tools.
they're friends, and I've worked with them for many years doing graphic design work. So,
Yeah.
and their blades are amazing. That is
All kinds of
unbiased.
Awesome things.
But yeah, I use their utility blades all the time, and they really are fantastic. Last piece is going in. Second to last. Sorry, there's a little bit left, but.
And it's a nightmare. It really is.
We're going around a 2 centimeter corner.
Oh wow, is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Okay, let's-
That's the last little piece of wallpaper to complete this room.
Okay.
After what was a pretty tricky second to last piece, penultimate piece.
Oh my gosh, it was. I think we said it about every corner, but officially that was the worst corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one looked painful. But it looks great. So to think, what, 3 days ago, none of us had done wallpapering ever,
No.
right? And now we're looking at this room and it looks amazing. That's the true point of this, right? Is we're trying to find new skills, learn new things. I think one thing is definitely for sure though, we're really beginning to understand the scale of this chateau.
Yes.
It's a very big room, these are very high walls.
Yeah.
It's a big task, but we will get through it.
It was a very good investment in this ladder.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, I need the cutting.
Alright.
Utensils.
Quite an accomplishment.
It really is.
I think the three of us should be proud of ourselves. And now we can send Laura off to her next work away with all sorts of new skills.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Woo! We're done. We are done with the wallpapering,
Oh,
the painting.
it's a good day.
Well done, everybody.
Congratulations. High five.
Nice. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The whole room looks so clean and tidy. Fantastic. Good job, guys.
We did this. We did this.
It's a good
Holy
team.
cow.